Assalamu alaikum everyone. If you're enjoying this video and the other content on my channel and would like to continue to do so and see my channel grow, then please consider supporting my work at the pinned links at the top of the description of this video, as well as in the comment section. Your support is much needed and appreciated. Barakallahu feek. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless and reward you all.
Assalamu alaikum, Yaqub. And then welcome to the panel. I think he's Christian. Kat.
That's right. What's up? I'm Eastern Orthodox, and the topic seems to be how the Trinity isn't three gods. If that's correct.
Yes, sir. And you're
Great.
welcome to talk to Jake about it. Go ahead.
Oh, that would be real nice. So if we define God as energy or essence, that would be numerically one. Therefore, it's not three gods.
There's only one energy?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you get that from?
St. John of Damascus.
Okay, and what about Gregory Palamas?
Yeah, that's right.
Do you affirm his understanding?
I do. But it's the same as St. Damasene's.
He says there's only one energy?
Yeah, one surge of motion.
I don't think that's correct, bro.
I mean, I've read St. Damascene and St. Gregory Palamas, so...
You have?
Yeah, obviously.
Okay, so why does he say that there's more than one energy?
Because he's taking it as an antinomy, namely, the energy is being indivisibly divided. Like, there's one surge of motion, which can be manifested in, like, justice, love, mercy, etc.
Mm-hmm. And are the energies identical to the essence?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, again, where are you getting that from?
From St. Gregory Palamas. Want me to pull up the quote?
Well, before you do, I'm just trying to get your understanding. Are the energies eternal?
Yeah.
Are they all eternal?
Can you repeat that question?
Are they all eternal?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you believe that anything that has a beginning in time is created?
I do.
And does Gregory Palamas say that?
I think you're referring to the triads for this gotcha question, I presume.
No. I'm just asking.
Yeah, you're referring to the triads. So energy is taken as a homonym, which can refer to energema or manifestation or phanerosis. And in that sense, sure, some energies taken colloquially, by virtue of being a homonym, yeah, they kind of have like a beginning in time.
And are they created?
I mean, we're using energy colloquially referring to the manifestation.
Okay, and the manifestation, is it created?
Yes.
So are there any energies that have a beginning in time that are not created?
I mean, if we use energy as a raw homonym, sure.
No, you said that anything that has a beginning in time is created.
Mm-hmm.
Energies that have a beginning in time would refer to manifestation, and that would be created.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you're equivocating upon what energy is supposed to be.
How
I don't blame you.
How can I equivocate when I'm just asking you a question?
Because I'm saying that energy can be taken as a broad homonym, encompassing the energies considered as like love, mercy, justice, or it can be taken as energema, which would be a manifestation.
Yeah, and I'm saying the manifestation is something that has a beginning in time and it's created, correct?
Yes.
Is there anything that has a beginning in time that's not created?
Everything that is created is contingent, and everything that is contingent is created.
Is anything that has a beginning in time created?
Yeah.
I mean uncreated, not created.
No.
Okay. So you said you wanted to read something?
Yeah, namely, what kind of identity is being posited between essence and energy. So, let me pull up. And this is like a lesser known letter. So, we acknowledge
So what?
essence and energy. This is like a lesser known letter. So, we acknowledge essence and energy to be identical in the divine and supreme simplicity. There is a sense in which essence and energy are identical in God, and a sense in which they differ from one another, as is clearly shown in the writings of the Fathers.
Okay, yeah, where's this quote from?
Saint Gregory Palamas' letter to Daniel of Aunias.
Okay, I'll have to check that out. But he said there's a sense in which they're different. What's the sense in which they're different?
That would be a formal distinction.
And what is a formal distinction? Can't hear you, sir. What's a formal distinction?
Yeah. A formal distinction is a distinction by which the reference in question is not self-subsistent, it subsists in something, it can be considered in and of itself and without referring any other formality, and is inseparable from whatever it inheres in. So like love or justice or knowledge when it comes to God.
Yeah, is a formal distinction prior to the mind's activity?
I mean, that is the case. That's literally the definition.
Okay, because you didn't mention that. So a formal distinction is prior to the mind's activity, and is it in the thing itself?
You're being muffled.
Is it in the thing itself?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's in the thing itself, and it's prior to the mind's activity. So how is that different than a real distinction?
Because it falls within a broader category of like a real distinction, which would be a dissonance in identity. But I mean, it is a kind, but colloquially, real distinction is either classified as like a minor real distinction or a major real distinction, or a modal distinction.
Formal distinction is a type of real distinction?
Yeah,
Okay, is it a minor one or a major one?
neither.
Okay, what is it then?
A formal distinction.
Yeah, and what's different about it compared to a minor or major real distinction?
Because a minor distinction could be either a relation between a part and a whole, and or a modal distinction, which would be like something's state or how it currently exists in a contingent manner. That's not the case for the energies, and neither is a major real distinction the case, because that needs some kind of opposition.
So what's the distinction between the energies and the essence? You said it's a
formal
formal distinction,
distinction.
but what
Yeah,
does that
yeah.
amount to?
Formal distinction.
Yeah, well, what does that amount to in the case of energy and essence?
A formal distinction, as I explained.
Yeah, I'm asking you to define it in that context. What is the
I just
what is
defined
the ontological difference between the two?
There doesn't have to be an ontological difference. There's one ontos, there's one ousia. Ontos is like it's a modification of the word ousia. So like it just means the being, and the essence and energy is one being total. So
Okay. So let me cut to the chase here. Earlier, you said that that the anything that has a beginning in time is created. Okay,
mhm,
and Gregory Palamas says exactly the opposite. So I don't know
that's
where
not
you're.
true.
It's not. So let me
It's
read.
not.
Okay, so let me read you a quote what he said. So Palamas says, and I quote: "There are, however, energies of God which have a beginning and an end, as all saints will confirm. Our opponent thinks that everything which has a beginning is created. This is why he stated that only one reality is unoriginate, the essence of God, adding that, quote, what is not this essence derives from a created nature. But even if this man considers that everything that has a beginning is created, we, for our part, know that while all energies of God are uncreated, not all are without beginning." So he explicitly says that there are energies which have a beginning in time, which are uncreated, and he is representing his opponent as having the view that everything which has a beginning is created, which is exactly what you said. So you are the opponent of Gregory Palamas.
That's false. And as I said, you would equivocate as you did. I recommend reading Dr. Ticampino because he's referring to energy as a homonym, which encompasses both energy in and of itself and energema.
I've already read him.
That's great. So what would something contingent?
Read him.
Because you're making a fallacy of equivocation.
No, I'm not. I just read you exactly what Gregory said.
Okay, and you do not know how to read because you're illiterate. It's referring to energema.
I'm illiterate? How?
Because it's referring to energema. And if you read Dr. Ticampino, you would understand this.
Do you think I read him?
I mean, it doesn't seem to be the case.
Okay. Let me see if I can find the book here. I'm just looking for it in my library.
And it would probably be either chapter 5 or 6 pertaining the energies, whether they have a beginning or in time.
Say that again?
So it's going to be referring to one of the later chapters. Off the top of my head, it's going to be in the latter half, which would be 5 or 6. And the question is whether the energies have a beginning in time. And Dr. Ticampino does a wonderful job, like a wonderful academic job, in explicating that it's referring to energema or phanerosis, which is manifestation.
It's referring to manifestation. That's what is referring to the energies that have a beginning in time?
Yeah, which would be energema.
Why is Palamas saying that they're not created, but you said that they are?
Because you're again equivocating.
How am I equivocating?
Because energy can be taken as a broad homonym.
Okay, let me just show this. 1 second here. Sorry about that. So that's the text that's published by Routledge, right?
What?
That's the text that's published by Routledge.
I guess so. The purple cover. Let me grab it. I got a physical copy.
Let me show you. So, okay. This is the text you're talking about, right? Hello.
We can hear you, Jay.
Yeah, that one. Wonderful.
Is this the text that you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have it. Clear that I have the text, right? Now, let's see, I'm just going to go over here, and you let me know. Does it seem like I've read it?
No, because you don't understand the contents. So, like...
Does it seem like I've read it?
Yeah,
No.
Yeah, you've read it, because I could show you my law school books, and I have the same types of markings as I go through them. So, yeah. You've definitely read it. You've certainly abused that book more than once.
I think it seems like I've read it, bro. I don't know.
No, it seems like to me.
It's clearly marked and highlighted with different highlighting, different writings and inscriptions that show you've written it over a course of time too, because there's different colored and different types of pens, by the way.
That's kind of crazy, right? Like how you called me out on like a very... Yeah, you called me out like on like a very random book, which I just happen to have in my library, and I actually did read.
Hey, Kat,
and
open your camera.
Yeah, you would have understood that as referred to as energema.
Yeah, Kat, would you be able to show the same thing? Could you actually put your camera on and show me the same thing?
Yeah, can we see your book?
I don't really want to compare my book with the crayon scribbles of a toddler. So.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
wow.
okay. So hold on. Let me get this straight, Kat. So let me get this straight. He bought the book used, and it was already pre-highlighted, right?
I mean, I don't really care about his highlights because he doesn't.
Do you know what the difference between reading and understanding is, bud?
I mean, that's what I'm testing a Jake on, and he fails miserably.
Okay. Well, it seems to me he's keeping up with you, buddy.
And by the way, it's chapter 3, activities that begin and end, energies as the actuality and
can you put your camera on and show us the book and show us that you read it?
I don't have the possibility to turn my cam on.
Okay,
Why not?
that's what I thought.
Why not?
I don't know. The
Yeah,
option
you
doesn't
do. I
highlight.
just invited you. I invited you to turn your camera on. Turn your camera on. Yeah, let's see your book.
So now we want to compare
Let's just see
Korean
your
scribbles.
notes. No, I want to see your notes. Like, what's your education on this subject matter? Do you at least own the book? I don't need to see crayon scribbles. I just want to see. I just want to see what you actually know. Like, can you show me you even own the book and have the book and have read the
I
book?
mean, we're testing who knows the book because I'm referring to technical
Okay,
terms.
Jake, would you read a random section from the book, and let's ask the brother what the next paragraph is gonna say? So let's just compare if you even have the book. Let's do a read along. Jake, would you like?
I'm reading the book right now. I got it in front of me.
So open your camera. Let's see
Chapter
the book.
3.
Oh, you're on
Activities at
chapter
beginning.
3?
Yeah,
Yeah, let's see your book.
Yeah. So do you have a hard copy or a soft copy, digital?
a hard copy.
Okay, so why can't you show us?
Because it's better to test you whether you understand the text, because I'm referring to energema and other technical
Okay,
terms.
you're trying to test me when I clearly have the text, I clearly have read it, I clearly understand it, but yet
So
you, on a very basic thing about Gregory Palamas, you didn't actually know.
okay, and your gotcha question that's answered within the book itself.
You know, like
Because it's
he was
taking
using
energy
Chat
as a homonym.
GPT and he got a reference and he quoted the reference and now he's stuck. That's what I feel like is going on right now.
It happened, right?
No, I just read St. Gregory Palamas. I'm familiar with the language. I'm familiar with the Greek.
Well, I could tell you that the
That's on it.
confidence in your voice has changed because, like, you came in like with a lot different tone, and the way you sound now, like you got caught, like you feel guilty. Hey, please stop
I
writing,
mean, I
everybody,
caught,
guys.
Can
caught
I just
Jake on
ask
a
him
pretty
something for
important
personal
gotcha.
clarification
Yeah, no
real
problem.
quick?
But to
So,
my
That's
mods,
fine.
stop rising and stop rising anybody else, or I'm gonna strip all mods. Last warning. And I'm not opening comments till the likes get to 100,000. This is disrespectful to Echi Jake. He shows up on the app. I want to see 100,000 likes. Otherwise, I will never open the comments. Wallahi. And I said it. Go ahead.
I just want to ask him something for
And
personal
this is a
clarification.
pretty
if I can.
important
So,
question.
you believe? Hold
I
on.
mean,
If I'm understanding you correctly, did you say that manifestations are creation?
Yeah,
Is Jesus a manifestation?
in his humanity, sure.
Okay, but in his divinity, he wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Is begetting the same as manifesting?
No, it's not.
So
Begetting
anything
is
that's
an equal
begotten is not a
energy.
manifestation?
Begottenness pertaining to divine essence, that's not even an energy,
What? Okay, what's the difference?
because it's not an energy.
Is the Father an energy?
No, he's not. It's a person.
Holy Spirit's not an energy either, right?
He is a person.
And so is God an energy?
Sure.
Is the Father God?
Yeah,
Is the Father not an energy?
because of the formal distinction.
He's formally distinct from God.
No, the energy is formally distinct from God, and God considered as
Energies
essence.
do you have now?
I mean, energy referring to like something like love or justice.
Am I
And by the way,
speaking like a weird form of English, man?
no, I think you're just trying to G-check me on a topic you're unfamiliar with, so it's looking pretty bad for you.
Here's the thing: you're saying that God, you're saying that there's created divine beings. That's what you're saying.
How do you even infer that?
No, here's the thing, bro. The guy literally said before, he said that the manifestations are created, and those are the and those are the things which have a beginning and time. But I'm saying Gregory Palamas says exactly the opposite. The guy who he's
That's not
trying
true.
to. Okay, so I'm reading
Because
directly here.
Mhm.
I'm reading directly here from the Triads. It says, there are, however, energies of God which have a beginning and an end, as all saints will confirm.
That's important.
Our opponent, i.e. you, thinks that everything which has a beginning is created. This is why he has stated that only one reality is unoriginate, the essence of God, adding that what is
boy.
not this essence derives from a created nature. But even if this man considers that everything that has a beginning is created, we, for our part, know that while all the energies of God are uncreated, not all are without beginning. In other words, there are some energies which have a beginning in time and are uncreated, which is what you deny. Then he
That's
says,
false.
indeed, beginning and end must be ascribed, if not to the creative power itself, then at least to its activity. That is to say, to its energy as directed towards created things. Moses showed this when he said, God rested from all the works which he had begun to do.
Yes,
How then
that's right.
would the super essential one not be different from its proper energy? But he asks, are the unoriginate energies identical with the super essential one? There are among them some which have an end but not a beginning, as Basil the Great has said concerning the prescience of God. The super essential essence of God is thus not to be identified with the energies, even with those without beginning, from which it follows that it is not only transcendent to any energy whatsoever, but that it transcends them to an infinite degree and an infinite number of times, as the divine Maximus says. So very clearly, that's the whole section. I didn't leave out any context whatsoever. That's the whole section being quoted. No, I did not. What did I leave out?
Okay, because of the homonym that is being used, aka energy, because there's a super essential one and there's one that begins and
What
ends
did I
at the level
leave
of time.
out from the quote, from the text?
I mean, because you're obviously being very rhetorical out here and trying to equivocate the different senses of energy. So
No.
if you
How
have
did I?
Dr.
How?
Tolentino's-
What did I
so if
leave
you have Dr.
anything out of the
Tolentino's book
text?
open,
Did I
so
leave
you have
anything
Dr.
out of the text?
I mean, depends on how you present it, and the way you present it is pretty dishonest,
Did I
would
did I
say.
leave
No.
any words out of the text that are supposed to be there?
No, you didn't.
I mean, now you're giving a fuller rundown of the quote, which I
Did
do
I?
appreciate.
Did you answer the question? Did
I
I
did.
leave anything out of the text itself when I quoted it? Did I leave any words out?
Not in the text read, but in the text quoted. Yeah.
What's the difference between the text read and the text quoted?
Because you're pulling a gotcha contingent upon equivocating the word energy.
No. I asked you in what I just read, is there anything from Gregory Palamas's words from that text, which I just read, that I did not say out loud?
With your prior quote and your gotcha question, yeah, you were inauthentic compared to now when you read the fuller quote, when it refers to the super essential energy and the energy that begins and ends at the level of time. And if you have Dr. Tolentino's book open, I would like you to go to page 89.
The essence that has the energy that has a beginning in time. Does he say it's created or uncreated?
Repeat that question.
The energies that have a beginning in time. Does Palamas in the quote say that they're created or uncreated?
The underlying reality or energy taking like creating. Yeah, sure, that's uncreated, but the manifestation or when it's visible, that's contingent. So it's a twofold reality.
No, that's not what I asked. I said
mean,
the energy itself, which has a beginning in time. Is it created or uncreated?
And now you're going to start equivocating. So I'm going to appeal
No.
to St. Palamas too.
The energy which has a beginning in time, is it created or uncreated?
Okay, so do you want me, St. Palamas, to explicate?
I just
this
want you to
dichotomy?
answer the question, and then you can expand.
Okay, I can answer this question by reading the St. Palamas where
No,
he
you can
explains
answer
this.
You can answer it by telling me,
Yep.
is it created or uncreated, and then you can expand from there.
A false dichotomy based on equivocating the word energy.
Okay, so what's the third option? Is it, if it's not created or uncreated, what's the third option?
Because you're taking energy and energema under the same broad homonym energy.
No, I'm not.
equivocation.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
you are.
asking you.
Want me to read St. Palamas on this?
I'm asking you, is Palamas saying that the energies that have a beginning in time Are there any that are uncreated?
Sure.
They are? Well, before you said no.
Yeah, because I'm taking energy as a homonym, pertaining energema.
Okay, so what is the energy which has a beginning and time, which is uncreated?
Something like justice, and when justice is manifested, like when we see a Sodom and Gomorrah.
And when it's manifested, it's uncreated?
The underlying reality that is being manifested, that is uncreated, but a manifestation in and of itself that is created and contingent.
Is the energy something that has a beginning and time?
Depends on what you pick out. No, are you picking out the manifestation or the underlying reality?
Does the underlying reality have a beginning and time?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so then it can't be referring to the energy.
It can.
How?
Because energy is a homonym. Want me to read St. Paul's?
No, the thing that has a beginning.
Oh, so you don't want me to read
the
St.
thing that
Paul's?
has
That's
a
quite
beginning and
dishonest.
time. The thing that has a beginning and time is not something which is created. That's what Palamas says.
Wait, so on the topic of St. Paul's, you don't want me to read St. Paul's?
No, what I'm
You
saying
want
to you
explicit
is, I
question?
just read to you
That
Palamas.
seems to be pretty
I
soft.
just read
I'm
to
gonna
you
read them too.
Palamas. I just
You
read
gotta
to you
read 'em too?
Palamas. I just read to you Palamas,
Then I'm
where
gonna
he
read 'em too.
explicitly says that the thing that has a beginning in time is not created, and you're denying that.
I'm not denying that because it's taking energy as a homonym.
No, it's saying the thing that
Yeah,
has
and
a
I'm gonna-
beginning in time. You are not affirming that something that has a beginning in time is not created.
I mean, it depends upon what sense of energy.
It's
Oh,
referring
what's
to the
meant
sense of the
to-
thing that's not eternal, that has a beginning in time.
So want me to read St. Paul's?
No, I just told you the thing
you
that is
don't want
not
to read
eternal, which has a beginning in time, is uncreated according to Palamas, and you deny that.
Okay, so it depends upon the semantic range or energy that is.
All right, speaking. I think we're done here. We could drop this clown.
So you don't want me to read St. Paul's?
We could get rid of him. Yeah. So the guy, what basically happened is, and you know, this happens quite frequently. I hope I don't sound too arrogant, guys. Please forgive me, but it's been happening time and time again. These guys come up here and they're the ones who are actually looking for gotchas. They think they can speak in a sophisticated manner and that Jake doesn't know what he's talking about and I'm going to catch him out. But time and time again, we've shown each one of these guys are trying to speak in such a way, but they're the ones that don't actually know what they're talking about. It reminds me of Bob the Builder, because he used all this fancy language about essence, energies, distinctions, and all of that. Gregory Palamas. And I showed, and I went there to Speaker's Corner to speak to him, and people can watch it. I thoroughly exposed him because I asked him if all of the energies are eternal or not, and he didn't know. And this is very basic to Palamas, that Palamas says that the energies, which for people who don't know, can just be understood in this sense as activities which are directed at creation, that some of them can have a beginning in time and yet they're not created. Yet this guy said exactly the opposite. He said anything that has a beginning in time is created, and Palamas attributes that to his opponent in the triads, and I have the book here. Then he tried to appeal to a scholar who is supposed to be interpreting Palamas and bringing up a book and acting as if I haven't read it. I don't even have my full library here, by the way, in Morocco. I just have some of my library. And I was able to get the book directly from my library, and he said that I didn't read it. I could actually turn on my camera and show that I have read it, show that the entire thing has page marks, asterisks and highlighting and writing and all of that. But yet he was not able to even turn on his camera to show us that he even had the book. So I'm sorry, guys. You're going to have to do better. If I don't know what I'm talking about, I just won't really speak about it. But if I do, then I will. And if you come up here and you don't know what you're talking about, you're going to get caught out. And that's what's happened for the past hour. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. If you guys enjoyed this video and the content on my channel and would like to see more videos like this, then please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the notification bell so you get notified of future videos. Like, comment, let me know your thoughts on this one, guys. Share this on your social media platforms or with your friends and family. No matter how big or how small your reach is, it really does help with the algorithm, guys. But until next time, inshallah, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.